Ooh. Hey everyone, I forgot to turn on my camera. No. So I hope you guys are hearing me. Let me just make sure that you are. I'm just testing it out here to make sure. Let's see now. Right, so we're good to go. Beautiful. Let me just adjust this a bit. Yeah. All right, so we're here another evening where we spend a few minutes together, a few meaning about 15 and probably another minute and a few seconds just to wrap up, but I'll try to keep it to 15. So, yesterday, I think when I spoke in the You Know When series, I said yesterday was day 7, but it was day 6 actually. Wow. So, today is day 5 in the countdown, 12 days countdown to Christmas. It's day 5 because I'm not actually counting Christmas Day as the day 1. Day 1 and then will be the day before and then Christmas Day. So today is day 5, December 20th, 2021. Amazing. A lot of reflection. I spent the day today. I had a bit of a headache. Still have it, but coping, dealing with it. Take my little rest, get up again, take my little rest, get up again. It's not easy dealing with migraines. I call it a headache, but it's really a migraine, but I don't want it to hear me saying that. But I'm dealing with it. It too shall pass, just like everything else. It too shall pass. So I'm here, and you're here. And if you want to join me, feel free to just comment and let me know, and I'll have you join me in the studio here, where you can share your own opinions on what we're discussing today. And it's part of the You Know When series, and this is being streamed live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So if you're part of my community there, you'll be able to see it. Or if somebody shared it, yeah, that would be interesting. And this has been an interesting, past week, I would think. 7 days in, yeah, because we have 5 more days to go, including this one, to make it the 12 days countdown. Probably that's what I was thinking yesterday. And so we are at day 5. It's good to still be here, to be above ground, to still come to you guys. My camera isn't the best. For the new year, I have to really change my camera. So don't mind that. Focus on the message, not the messenger, and not everything else. Focus on the message. So today we're going to be talking about another in the You Know When series. Let me just pull it up. So day 5, you need to take your power back and stop giving others permission to treat you the way they do. It's an indication that you feel less valued, low self worth, lack of confidence, and you know the rest. You feel like you're disappearing. Let me repeat that. You know when you need to take your power back. Take it back. Put back on that crown, even though it's slipping to the side. Straighten it up and stop giving others permission to treat you the way they do. And when I say crown, crown could belong to a woman, queen, or it could be a king, because there are some men who allow women to treat them any and any way. So this is for both male and female. You know when you need to take your power back and stop giving others permission to treat you the way they do. It's an indication that you feel less valued, low self-worth, lack of confidence, etc., etc. After a while, you start to feel like you're disappearing, you have no significance. And why do I say that you need to take your power back, but particularly stop giving others permission? Because nobody is forcing you to be treated that way. You are allowing it. It's only what you allow is what will come to you or how you will be treated. So you need to teach people how to treat you. Now, when you start going down that road of teaching people how to treat you, they're going to start calling you names. So be prepared. They would think you're stuck up, you're stush, you feel you're all that and a bag of chips. And the answer to that is yes. You're all that and a bag of chips. You're stush. Hmm? So there's nothing wrong with that. I prefer to be called that. And it doesn't matter to me what I'm called. Because when persons behave like that towards you and call you names, it's because you have set boundaries and they can't bridge those boundaries to do you what they want to do. So I prefer, or it doesn't matter to me, rather, like I'm saying, what you call me. The point is, you could call me what? Nice, this, you can, as we say in Trinidad, mama guy, you could do whatever you want. You're not going to be penetrating my boundaries. And I speak about this because I have allowed people to penetrate my boundaries before. Don't get sexual with that, okay? Don't let your mind wander when I use the word penetrate, okay? Don't get smutty. But you make people cross your boundaries, step over that line, that wire, that line in the sand, that red velvet rope. You allow people to step in when they're not supposed to. And so the thing about that is that they're not stupid. Once you set a precedence and you allow it to happen once, just once is all it takes, is when they're going to continue doing it again. It's like a child. If a child realizes he or she can get away with something, they're going to push the envelope again. They're going to push the boundaries to see what you will do the next time and the next time and the next time. So don't allow it. You can't say, or you shouldn't be saying, this, you're blaming the other person for what you are accepting. You cannot blame somebody for what you are accepting. It's within your control. You cannot blame somebody for what you accepted or how they treat you. You can't blame that person. You see, the thing about it, people need to start taking responsibility for their own actions. As hard as it may be, as painful as it may be, you need to start taking responsibility for your own actions and choices and decisions that you make. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's best to swallow it so that you can move past it instead of torturing yourself or repeating the same cycle over and over again because you're not willing to take the pill. You're not willing to swallow that hard pill of accepting responsibility and accountability for your own actions. So if you find that people treat you this way, talk to you this way, do you this, do you that, it's not them, it's you. It's not them, it's you. And from the time you put a stop to it, it's one of two things. It's either they respect you or they continue to disrespect you. And once they continue to do so, they are no longer deserving of being in your presence. You have to make that decision. Block, delete, don't have anything to do with them, whatever it may take. You have to demonstrate that enough is enough. And if you had allowed it before and all of a sudden you stop, it shouldn't matter. The person shouldn't want to make you feel guilty or ashamed. Oh, you used to do this, well, how you change. It doesn't matter. I'm aware now. I'm aware now. I'm awake now. I'm conscious now. I've decided I'm putting up a little picket fence now. Okay, my wall. And if I decide to do it now and I wasn't doing it before, you should be grateful that I am doing it now and standing up for myself. And that's another thing. They may tell you, why aren't you standing up for yourself with other people? But they are treating you the same way that the other people are treating you. And those other people are the ones that are saying, stay away from and set boundaries, but allow them to treat you however they want. No. The requirements are for everyone. It comes just like if you're going to study. The prerequisites are the same. It's not special or for this person or for that person. The standards, the prerequisites, the requirements to apply for a job, apply for a scholarship, to apply to study, doesn't matter. It's the same for everybody. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin, where you come from, your name. Everybody's the same. So it has to be set across the board. Okay, so if you were allowing persons to treat you a particular way, and all of a sudden, are the words they use, all of a sudden, isn't it? So it's all of a sudden to you, but I've been observing this and working my way up to set the boundaries, because it might be hard for you to set it just like that, wake up in the morning and boom. You might take time, but there are some people who have to nip it in the bud right away. Either approach, it doesn't matter. You do what you need to do to protect yourself. Self-preservation, self-happiness, protect your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-respect, most of all. Your self-respect. And like I said, this goes for both women and men, children included. Not because you want to be part of the clique and friends and peer pressure, it doesn't matter. You set a boundary, you're not tolerating it. And if you don't start doing these things from a child and saying no, like when we're 2 years, I hear, 2-year-old, they say, oh, the only word you know is no, which is good. No. Right? So when people are treating you a particular way and you don't like it, you're hanging around with your so-called friends or who you think are your friends at the time, and they may make a passing comment, you don't like it, and you're afraid to say, you feel it deep down inside of you, and you feel a way to say something to them, that in itself should wake you up and say, why should I, if this is my friend, why should I feel a way of or uncomfortable to say something to the person? If that is the case, then it's like you're scared of your friend. You are scared of losing that friendship, which couldn't be a friendship, because why would the person treat you that way publicly or even privately? There are some people I remember years ago. People just, I'm hanging out, I'm in a group, networking, whatever it is, and people might just decide to pick on you. You become the center of attention, and they just pick on you, and you're like, hold on, we were all talking here, good. All of a sudden, you just take set on me. Like in Jamaica, they say take set. It's like you're set on me. Why? What changed the dynamic? Why? But really, that is a counterintuitive approach for nobody to pay attention to them. And when I say not to pay attention, to pick them apart. So they decide to deflect to someone else. So the attention and the focus become on that person as opposed to being on them. If you were to study, I mean, and I don't mean studying necessarily as you need to go to school to do this, just observe, just participate actively in the interactions that you're in. Just do that. Now is a time people may be going out, even though there's COVID, socializing, familyizing. I just made that up. Around the dinner table, whatever your interactions may be in whatever small group, church, whatever it may be, just participate. And when I say participate, mean observe and listen. Use those two things: observe and listen. That are playing out in the same group you're in and around you in other groups. Just observe and listen. Those are two skills you need to sharpen in the coming year from now to today. Okay? And watch and feel. Let your intuition, like I keep mentioning, guide you. And question it. Why am I feeling uncomfortable? Why can't I say something to my friend? Why can't I say no to my friend? Why, when I set a boundary, I say I'm not tolerating this anymore, even though I was tolerating it before, that it's a problem now. And I'm being shamed, guilted, disrespected for standing up for myself when I should be applauded for doing so. What sort of friend are you? Why am I tolerating this type of behavior from people? Don't I deserve better? Am I not someone? Am I not a human being with feelings and blood running through me? Don't I deserve to be treated better than this? Do I treat others like this? You have to start asking yourself a lot of these questions. So stop giving others permission to treat you the way they do. Stop blaming other people for the way they treat you. Blame yourself. Take responsibility and accountability. Stop blaming others. take responsibility for the way they treat you, because it's only what you allow is what will happen to you. It's that time for me to say thank you so much for spending this few minutes with me. Check me out again in another one in the You Know When series as we count down the 12 days to Christmas. Will be day 4. Look out for that link. Feel free to share, like, comment. And of course, this is going to be aired live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Feel free to connect with me there or reach out to me, send me a comment. And if anytime you want to join me in studio, just feel free to send me a comment and I'll send you the link and you can feel free to do so. Oh, hi Delano. Hi Delano. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for commenting and being here. But I'm wrapping up now. Look back at the past episodes and feel free to join me here again tomorrow. I don't want to take up too much of people's time. This is just meant for a few minutes. So just sharing these nuggets of wisdom based on my experience. There's much more to come. I don't know what format it will take, but there's much more to come. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and commenting. Have a good evening and see you tomorrow.